The Jekyll and Hyde Club was a themed restaurant in Manhattan, New York that opened in 1991 and closed in 2022. Thank you for your suggestion.
This holiday season, visit the wacky world of the Jekyll and Hyde Club, New York's only haunted bar and restaurant. Explore all 4 floors of this haunted explorers club, offering live entertainment and spooky special effects. Open every day for lunch and dinner, including Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. Great fun for the entire family. Located at 1409 Avenue of the Americas at 57th Street in Midtown Manhattan. Remember, anything can happen at Jekyll and Hyde.
The Jekyll and Hyde Pub opened in 1991 on 91 7th Avenue South in Greenwich Village. Jekyll and Hyde was the brainchild of D.R. Finley, who also owned 2 other Greenwich Village restaurants, Jack the Ripper and the Slaughtered Lamb. The restaurant was modeled after a 1930s British Explorers Club, embellished with spooky gothic horror themes with Victorian decorations, set pieces, and actors who roamed the restaurant and entertained patrons. It was often compared to a haunted house, and maybe Chuck E. Cheese, but I would say forget Chuck E. Cheese. Let's just say Five Nights at Freddy's. The cuisine included salads, sandwiches, burgers, and pizza, as well as liquor and cocktails. Characters included Mr. Aloysius Gould, the wacky chief mortician, Jervis, the hyperactive and high-pitched French butler, charmingly manic Gertrude K. Boom, club demolitions expert, and club spokesman Dr. Brain. These characters are the guests linked to all of the details of the club's history and perform membership inductions tableside. In addition to the live characters, there were also a number of animatronic props, sounds, and special effects which contributed to the overall atmosphere of the club. The animatronic creatures, either pre-recorded or voiced live by restaurant actors, animated periodically to entertain the guests and wish happy birthdays. In March of 1994, another Jekyll and Hyde Club opened on the Avenue of the Americas near 57th Street. 6 life-size skeletons could be seen clambering up the scaffolding at the building, which was redone at a cost of $2 million. This uptown version would be nearly twice as large, with 5 floors, 360 seats, 4 bars, and 200 kinds of beer. Among the effects, monsters and skeletons emerging from the fog, statues coming alive, actors performing classic roles like the evil butler and the mad professor. Each floor was to have a theme: an Englishman's club, a library with a gallery of infamous explorers and scientists, a laboratory with experiments gone bad, and a mausoleum, and an observatory. In 2012, Jekyll and Hyde opened a 23,452 square foot space on the ground and second floors of the complex that also housed the Midtown location of Bowmore Lanes and the Times Square Discovery Center. Guests could enjoy the continuous live entertainment and spooky special effects as creatures and memorabilia come to life and interact with them. They also encountered bizarre characters such as Claw the Gargoyle, Tobias the Werewolf, Dread Mina the Vampire, or a genuine Egyptian mummy. Guests could also witness the incredible reanimation of Frankenstein's monster or the mysterious transformation of Dr. Jekyll into the horrifying Mr. Hyde. In fact, in March of 2012, the 6th Avenue branch closed and moved to 44th Street near Times Square. This branch closed in March of 2015. The 6th Avenue facade continued to stand long after its closing, up until its demolition in 2015. By August of 2013, the restaurant had owed $1.1 million in unpaid rent and by 2014, it was already identified as bankrupt. The original Jekyll and Hyde location was the sole location left. By 2020, the pandemic caused the company to close temporarily. Regardless of the pandemic, the restaurant was fighting to stay afloat, and they encountered mounting debts. In March of 2022, the Jekyll and Hyde Club at 91 7th Avenue South filed for bankruptcy. The restaurant reportedly owed $1.5 million in back rent and almost $7.5 million to creditors overall. The decline in tourism likely didn't do many favors for the restaurant. The pandemic led to fewer visitors in New York City in the past 2 years prior, hampering establishments reliant on the inflow of dollars from tourists. The last remaining restaurant, the original one, closed in June of 2022. Jekyll and Hyde locations also had been opened in Chicago as well as Grapevine, Texas, but both closed due to poor business and high operating costs of the restaurants. Deacon Brody Management Inc., also known as Jekyll and Hyde Entertainment Group, also operated the nearby Slaughtered Lamb Pub on West 4th Street, but that has since closed. They also operate the Bayville Adventure Park on Long Island. That is still open. So what are your favorite memories of this place? Leave a comment or a suggestion for a future video below. Thanks for watching.